Hi, everybody. John Pojeta here at the PT Services Group. Welcome back to PT Ask Dan. Dan, how are we this morning?
Fantastic. Thanks for
Excellent. Excellent. So let's talk about references. References come up a lot these days, and they come in different shapes and sizes. Sometimes people are very genuine. They just like to hear from somebody that's used their services. It's a feel-good thing for them. Other times they're almost checking a box with, hey, I want 3 references, one that loves you, one that doesn't, one that left you, and they kind of go down this line of things. And a lot of times I find salespeople don't know how to respond. They don't know how to handle that. So what kind of advice do you have to help get somebody over that hump where they're not just handing out references willy-nilly?
Yeah. Well, that's the key, right? We don't want to hand it out willy-nilly, as you
Yep.
said. So a couple things. Number one, it depends on when this gets brought up. And there's
Mhm.
two main times during the sales process requests for references get brought up. Number one, towards the beginning, and number two, towards the end. So let's talk about those. If you're getting a reference request at the beginning, I mean, don't you ultimately want to just say to yourself, why are you bringing this up now? We haven't even decided if we want to try to work together. And I think if someone brings it up to you early, we don't want to fight that. We just say, hey, I'll be happy to provide references if you still need them as we move forward here, but we're just not there yet.
Yep.
And so I think that's the key. We're not ready for that just yet. Then the second option is what happens if it's towards the end. And I've got a little bit of humor in me when I run some calls. Maybe it's nervousness. I don't know. It's just me. But, someone towards the end says, hey, I need some references. My first knee jerk response is, do you want my good ones or my bad ones? And that usually gets them laughing a little bit. But
Sure.
then I get serious. Hey, John, what are you hoping my references would say? And then last but not least, and this is the key one, let's pretend you call my references and they say, Dan Hudok's the greatest thing since sliced bread. What happens next? And that's the key question, because what they have to convince you is that based on purely what the reference is saying, they will either hire or not hire you. Anything else, you're just wasting their time, my time, and the reference's time.
Yeah, the other thing I've heard you talk about over the years is trying to get to what they're really looking for and what the problem is. What do they not have from me yet that they need in order to sort of get over that hump? And does it really need to come from a third party, or can we converse about it and get you where you need to be?
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and that's why I like that one where the one question where you say, "Hey, what were you hoping my
Yeah.
references might say?" And look, at the end of the day, here's what the person's thinking. I know you've got a reputation. I know you've been in business long enough, but ultimately, are you going to help me?
Yep.
Because truthfully, do they really care if you've helped everybody else,
Nope.
but not them? It's really a matter of will you work for them? That's the
Yeah.
key. So let's
Yeah.
have that discussion.
Yep. Good stuff. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.